Welcome to the April Fire Chiefs video message. I want to first start off with acknowledging a great achievement at the Training Academy. Recently, the Commission on Accreditation of Allied Health Education Programs awarded acknowledgement and accreditation to our paramedic training program. It is not without the amazing amount of work from Kathy Smith, Michelle Burkhammer, Chris Duzo, Chief Clemens, Chief Jones, and Lee Silverman, as well as all of our other instructors at the Academy and all of our paramedic students, that we have succeeded in receiving this accreditation award. This award provides us 5 years of acknowledgement of our training academy's capabilities in paramedic training. Great job by the Academy staff. Hopefully we will soon follow this up with an accreditation for our 911 center and our communications operations. Each week, the EMS staff reviews patient care reports, be those from the hospital, be those from our patient care reporting software, but we are constantly seeing excellent work by our folks. Is it identifying a STEMI patient, getting our door to balloon time within our goals, and providing great patient care? Again, great work by all the personnel. This week we transitioned to the new eMeds patient care reporting software. This has not been without hurdles. This has been a long and lengthy process to get to this point. The EMS section, the IT section, need to be acknowledged and thanked for all the hard work to get us to this point. This is in conjunction with MIMS and the state program. Great job. And as we go through this, everybody will get more comfortable with eMeds upcoming. The month of March and the beginning month of April brought us a rash of brush fires, higher than normal and more complicated and time-consuming than normal. We had significant brush fire in Company 16's area. Follow that in the earlier parts of March with a large brush fire in Laytonsville, one in the Seneca Creek State Park, and one in Clarksburg. All of these events are time-consuming, hard work, and we accomplished these without any significant injuries. Great work to all of those who participated. Thank you. Thank you to our neighboring partners as well for their assistance on those events. We had a budget session with the County Council Public Safety Committee for the FY16 budget. Public comment is upcoming. Hopefully this process continues on and we are successful in obtaining the additional staffing for Fire Station 40, additional personnel for the Central Maintenance Facility, and a couple other additions in our organization. Last month you heard me talk about safety. I talked about driving safety, seat belts, and speed. And I'm going to hit those topics again today. Ensure that we are always driving appropriately. We're always driving with due regard as required by the state law. And ensure we are always able to control and manage our speed. I talked about a video last month of a firefighter not wearing his seatbelt or not wearing his seatbelt correctly. I've seen another video, shows the same situation occurring, different piece of apparatus. These individual incidences are being addressed, but this is a systemic problem that I see within our organization. Seatbelts is a zero tolerance issue. Not wearing your seatbelt will cause disciplinary action. Driving unsafely will also lead to disciplinary action. Again, we have to get to the scene of the call to be able to help the caller. When we're not there, when we have a crash or when we injure one of our own, we failed for our first priority. Part of safety is our gear, our personal protective equipment. Is it in a proper working order? Is it being cleaned properly, at least annually? Are you cleaning it more often if you're being exposed to more fire events? Are you following Fire Chief's General Order 1411, respiratory protection? This order came out last year and identified when you will wear your SCBA, during what phase of the fire operation, during overhaul, as well as the initial fire attack. The studies, the science keeps providing validation that the SCBA is our best tool to protect you from a fire environment, from the noxious, dangerous gases and smoke created during that fire. You must use your SCBA, you must wear it properly throughout the entire fire event. PPE or gear in the firehouse is an example of something we stopped several years ago. That will not change. We're looking at how to evaluate and remove dirty gear from our environment more as we move forward. May it be an additional capability of cleaning. You'll soon see an information bulletin about Wash Your Hood Sundays, an initiative created by one of our own, Captain Rick Triplett. Take care and clean your personal protective equipment. Keep the cancer-causing agents away from your body throughout the best equipment we can provide you. I want to move on now and talk about the Safe Structural Firefighting SOP, along with our many SOPs. Each of our personnel is expected to know those SOPs. Each of you is expected to be able to act according to those SOPs and understand your role and your position on that event as it relates to that SOP. But sometimes the SOP doesn't fit the event. Sometimes the event is close but doesn't fall within the categories. And sometimes it is appropriate for crews and personnel, unit officers and chief officers, to deviate from that SOP. When you do that, you need to communicate that. You need to announce that on the radio so that all of the other responding units on the event are aware of it, so that the chief officer can provide accountability for you and ensure that we have coordination and tracking. Again, remember that your SOPs are there to guide you and us as an organization through these events, and we must be able to follow those. A lot of work is ongoing, and I hope to, by the early fall timeframe, have a new Safe Structural Firefighting SOP led by the work from Chief Jones and some others. Look forward to that coming out. Part of the SOP changes deal with fire behavior. And last month we talked about exterior fires, knee wall fires, and attic fires. Hopefully every one of you has taken the opportunity to review that video and that online training program and understand, as I said last month, we have to put the fire out on the outside of the structure before we can fight the fire on the inside. We have to put the vinyl siding out or the rear deck out before we can move inside and deal with the attic and the eaves. Understand that fire behavior dynamic makes you better prepared for operations on the scene. As we roll into April, May will soon be upon us, as well as summer shortly thereafter. We need to take the time while the weather is nice to get out and train. Get out in the community and do building familiarizations, do building inspections, and prepare for the response. Each of you takes the opportunity to provide that extra training focus. We'll be ready for the next call. So till next month's safety message, take care, be safe, and ensure we get to the 911 call. Take care.